I appreciate that.
Hey Dan, I was just gonna say I'm learning to speak on the phone. I haven't did too many calls on the phone,
Okay.
so I've been practicing pacing, mirroring with friends and family, so that I can learn to do that with total strangers.
In the book, Teach to Sell, I go through about this concept right here. And what I go
It looks
through
like
is
you're eating too, are you? Sorry.
yeah, it's my lunch. What I go
Me
through
too.
here is the method to make this work. All right. And I want you to embrace this method, George and Brian, especially, and Cindy as well, right? But you take action. Well, first you learn. This is the opportunity for you to learn. Okay. So here you are, you're observing. Then you take whatever you observe, and the best of your ability, you go then take action. Okay. Then when you go take action, then you reflect and you say what was good about that, what was not good about that, and then you take action again. All right. Where some people get stuck is they want to be in that I need to know everything and I have to learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn, and they don't take action. All right. Now, even if it's 15 minutes a day, you would be better suited for 15 minutes a day of taking action than 5 hours one day a week. The consistency of it matters. Does that make sense to you guys? I don't care. I say 1 to 3 hours, but even if it's 15 minutes, the consistency is what matters. Now, 15 minutes is not going to get you exactly what you want, but that's where we go to the 1 to 3 hours. All right, so we heard from George, we heard from Brian. Cindy, let me hear from you as well. Where are you at with everything? And then I'll jump into my calls.
Okay, well I'm all over the place, but I do make calls. Um I'm still trying to figure out like what my method is going to be. Like I can't really make calls in the morning because there's not a lot of people that are going to answer the phone anyways, or I don't want to bother them. So I've been trying to go through that. A lot of the times in the morning, I'll just use like that as education time. Like I'm also trying to get an AA in marketing from Strayer. So sometimes I'll use that in the morning to do some of that, and or if like Pace has a Zoom or something, or like here you have a Zoom, and then I have several things going on where I'm getting leads to make calls on myself, and I'm also part of a team that I just recently joined that I'm making calls for that team mostly as an appointment setter, which is fine because that also gives me um, I can talk to people and still learning things, but it's also another way to sort of spend a couple of hours or whatever and, have another avenue of making money on the side.
Mhm.
And then I'm also being a connector for people who need money and lenders who need borrowers. So, yep, just sort of making different kinds of phone calls.
Okay. And then do you have like a cadence of it? Like how often are you making calls?
I'm working on that. I'm really bad at writing things down. Um, I have one team through X leads that I'm supposed to be doing that with, and I don't know what it is, but I mean they even provided a an Excel spreadsheet, and actually had to take a sticky note piece of paper and put it next to my laptop. So when I make a phone call or whatever, I just have to make a tick mark because I don't know what it is. I'm really bad with the Excel spreadsheets and whatever, just trying to track how many things I did and like did I actually contact someone and was it a good lead? So working on that.
Would you say that the way you think about this seems sort of like if you did like it visually, it seems sort of like this, where there's like a lot of different directions?
Tabs, yes. Like
Yeah.
as far as keeping track of things,
Yeah.
like Like right now I have, I don't know, 10 or 11 tabs open on my screen. But so for me to have the Excel spreadsheet open somewhere as well,
No,
it's just
I'm not
another
talking.
thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Yes, sorry to overtalk you, but I'm not talking about like the tabs and logistics. I'm talking about like your life in business of what should I do? Does it seem like it's a little bit sort of like this if you were to say it visually, or does it seem like it's boom, 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 or does it seem like it's linear?
I'm trying to make it linear.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out, like there are if I was to make calls earlier in the morning, it would be mostly like direct to agent. Um,
So let me challenge your belief, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into my calls. Okay. I'm going to challenge your belief that you can't make calls in the morning because nobody's going to answer.
okay,
All right. Can we just leave it at that?
sure.
All right. So now, if we believe that to be true, would you then make calls in the morning?
Um, yes, I'll try to get over that.
No, I thought we just
Um,
made that. I thought we just did that.
yes.
I mean, you're either going to
I mean,
accept it or you're not going to accept it, right? If you choose
yeah.
not to accept it, you're choosing to not accept the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I just have to do it and see what happens. I mean, you don't know what's
I guarantee you, if in the next 30 days, from 9 a.m. to noon, you make calls, and whatever that chirp, 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 chirp is, and you put that aside, I guarantee you 30 days from now, you'll have $10,000 in your pocket.
that'd be
Uh,
nice.
Choose.
I do have one that's closing on March 9th
Now, how do I know that that's true?
because
Because I
that's
will, in the next, hold on,
consistent.
47 minutes, I'll make $10,000. Did you hear the confidence I just said with that? I don't know what's going to happen in the next 47 minutes. I'm going to check in on you in
Hmm.
46 minutes. Let's roll. All right. Thank you for being available for that guidance. And I'm sharing all of this with you from a place of love and care, and from a place and also straight up, like no BS as well. You guys okay with that? That I take that approach? Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right, all right, all right. So I'm opening up my leads here. Excuse me. While I'm just letting you know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's go ahead and make some calls. So, my name is Dan Rochon. I help salespeople to have no broke months, to gain consistent, predictable income. Because having a broke month freaking sucks. And what we're doing today is we are going to go ahead and we're going to do a shadow hour. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at noon o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to make some phone calls, and some of them are going to be warm, some of them are going to be cold. And you're going to listen to the calls, and then you're going to take whatever I do and you're going to implement that into the real world. The basic rule of thumb is that we're going to always use the CPI communication model, which is to be in rapport, ask adept questions, actively listen, and that's what we're doing here today. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's make some impact in the world. Let's find some opportunities, and let's make some money. All right, first person I'm calling is Virginia Ellen Jones. She lives in Tennessee. She has several properties. She's 79 years old. And she lives in Tennessee. I think I already said that. Oh my goodness. Her daughter died on December 7th. God bless her. And I am supposed to give her a call. And I talked to her in the past. Let's see here. And let's give her a call. While I'm making these calls, I want you to think about who would benefit from being a part of this and invite them.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Miss Jones. Yes, Miss Jones. This is Dan Rochon. I'm the real estate agent.
Unfortunately, we got a letter yesterday that we had to come to Social Security Administration. So we've been here since 9 o'clock.
I got you. Okay. Is that with your daughter? Is that because of your daughter or something? Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. I know you're going through a lot right now. Should I follow up with you in a couple days, or when should we reconnect?
Tomorrow afternoon would be good.
Tomorrow afternoon would be great.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Again, I'm so sorry for everything you're going through. I'll give you a call tomorrow afternoon. Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
All right. Bye bye.
Have a great
Bye bye. Okay. So as I mentioned to you before, her daughter had passed away. So that's, it's always a little bit of a challenge, because, I mean, that's just so sad. And there's a lot going on there, but hold on, let me put some notes in there at Social Security Department to, to get something for her daughter. Give me some feedback on that call. Did you guys hear the call? What did you learn? Feedback.
You realized that she probably wasn't in the mood to have a phone call right away.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you do this on a consistent basis, you'll find that you'll have better conversations, because it's about leading other people. It's about connecting with them. It's not about like, I need business, right? So if you're in a position where you're not doing this consistently 5 days a week, then you're going to find yourself that you're going to be chasing more. All right. Where I'm in a position that I'm here to be of service and value. Did it seem like I'm approaching that from service or value, or that I'm chasing our business? What do you guys think?
Value.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that that's what you're perceiving. All right. So I put in my calendar to call her tomorrow afternoon. I put in my CRM to call her tomorrow afternoon. That goes back into Cindy, what you're talking about, like, I'm not really good with Excel. Like, who cares? Do whatever you need to make this work, as long as you have a system that works, right? That's my recommendation for you. All right. Next one that we're going to is going to be, let's see here. Larry and Gogo. I talked to them last week, and I'm supposed to give her. I don't remember. Exactly what my follow up was here. Looks like they're still working on the house. They're going to sell in January. Oh, I didn't tell you where. I don't know where that first one came in, but this one came in from a We Buy Houses ad, and that's who we're calling next. If I was to guess, the first one probably came in from a We Buy Houses ad. Could you hear her? You guys could hear her? Yeah. Good. Hello, Larry. Yeah, Larry, Dan, Rochon, Colin. How are you? All right. Yeah, I spoke with Gail the other day, about your property here, and I promised her I'd follow up with her, so I was just giving her a call. Is she available? Thank you, sir.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I've been traveling this past week, so I got a little bit confused on what I'm supposed to do to follow up and that type of thing. And so I was thinking about you, just want to reach out to you. And I may be a little bit off on my timing, but I just wanted to check in with you and Larry, sort of check on your plans for the property.
We were supposed to have an appointment on the 24th, I believe.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry that it's just my travel just got me really, really confused for things. So I do have you on the 24th. I'm just confirming that right now. So I appreciate you keeping me straight.
Good day.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you then. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, we're both good. The weather's nice. At least it is for a couple more days. So
God bless nice. God bless nice weather, right?
Mm.
All right. All right. Well, I will see you on the 24th. All right. God bless you. Bye-bye. All right. Bye. All right. Any feedback on that? I'm putting in my notes, consult on the 24th, and I'll put on there to give them a call on the 23rd as a reminder call. All right. It seemed like that was an okay call, though. It seems like she was generous in the way that she approached it. Reminder. I put in reminder call on the 23rd. And then we go on to the next. Brian, George, any feedback on that last call?
I would just say that you had good enough rapport. She called you by name right when she answered the phone and was friendly and everything else. So you could tell the work was done before the phone call, and that it was like she was talking to an old friend, you know.
Yeah, and that's something that to recognize of where we are in the continuity of this of where are we, right? Like when I first called her, she was probably skeptical, she was probably resistant, but because I've been able to sort of develop that, verbally. Now imagine when I go on that appointment, all right, because I've already sort of established that rapport, established that connection. When I go on the appointment, am I going to be competing, like trying to talk her into why she should hire me? No, it's either she's ready for my services or she's not. She may or may not hire me. I think that they will, but I think the reason why they would not hire me is probably because of the timing or something. Assuming that they're going to hire somebody, I would bet that it's going to be me. All right, just based off of where we are in the process.
I had one question to ask you. With the work I'm doing for investments and stuff, I call cold leads, right?
Yeah.
And I'm virtual because I live here in Ontario and the properties are in like Michigan, Ohio. How would I build that rapport up?
The lady I just talked to, was she cold at one point?
Obviously, she would have been, yes.
There it is, right? So
Yeah.
it goes back into just connecting with the rapport, asking the depth questions, actively listening. It's always going to be the same answer, right? It's just where are they in the process? All right. Are they somebody that's ready to rock and roll now, or are they somebody that's ready to rock and roll in the future, right? And so if they're ready to rock and roll now, then it's going to be dependent. It's dependent on where you approach them. Today, most of my calls are going to be warmer calls because I'm catching up on past work. On Thursday, I'll probably do some more colder calls. Right now, I can't even get to my cold calls because I got so many warm leads to follow up with. That's not a bad problem to have. This guy's named Bill. I met with him last week. Talked to him when I was in Italy this past week, and
Automated voice messaging.
I missed the notes on this. It looks like Arno already talked to him today, and I'm supposed to give him a call anytime after 5 tomorrow. So give me 1 second. Let me put that on my schedule to call him tomorrow after 5. And he's already on my schedule. All right. Let's go to the next one. Arno, do me a favor. Can you hear me? Arno?
I can. I can.
All right. William Palazzo, I see you talk to him, and I see you put him
Yeah.
on my calendar. Thank you and thank you. Make sure that you put a task on there for me as well in the CRM. And you can just task me to call, and I just did that, so you don't need to do that for him, but for the future, okay?
Okay.
All right. Next one is somebody who's actually hired me, Yolanda, and she's getting some work done up to her property, so I'm going to give her a call. Hold on one second. Here we go. Yolanda. I ate all my crackers. I'm out of crackers.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Yolanda. How are you?
Frazzled and overwhelmed, but we're getting there. How are you?
I am not frazzled and overwhelmed.
I'm glad somebody's I'm glad somebody's not.
Well, I just realized overwhelm is a status of life for me some days, so I just accept it. I just accept it.
Like once I get out of January, I'll be able to breathe a little bit.
Well, I want to be able to, I want you to be able to feel like, there's some things I can't help you with, but there's some things that I will help you with. And the sale of this property is something I want you to feel comfortable and confident that it doesn't have to overwhelm you or frazzle you.
Yes, I do feel that way.
So what's the status of things?
All right, so the guys are on day 2
Okay.
of pairs. I'm actually getting ready to head up there shortly, just to walk through and discuss with them what stuff we're keeping, what we're going to get rid of, how that's going to go.
Okay.
And that's kind of where we are. They've made some really good progress. They got a lot done yesterday. We did have an issue with they approached me about maybe getting the gas turned back on because it was so cold in the house.
Yeah.
And the that was just my misunderstanding. I thought it was all electric heat. But in the meantime, the what do you call it? So they were painting the walls, but they put on the primer. That's what it was. The primer wasn't drying fast enough.
Oh, because of the heat. Yeah, the cold.
So cold.
Yeah.
So we're going to try some electric heaters today to see if that will help. If not, I told them I don't have a problem getting it turned back on. I just don't know, even if I pay it today, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to cut it back on today. So I'm getting ready to go up there in a little while just to see if the heaters helped, and if not, we'll talk about what to do from there. But they made really good progress yesterday. The kitchen floor is just about done.
Okay.
And they patched up the hole in the bathroom.
Okay.
And in the ceiling, and got all of that done yesterday. So it looks really good. It looks good.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. So you're pretty pleased with how many more days do you think it's going to take?
He said no more than 3 days. So today is day 2. But I don't know if if the slow drying process is going to affect it a little, any. But he was confident that, it shouldn't take more than 3 days.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what happens with the drying process. So, should I ask my staff to reach out to sort of coordinate for photos and that type of stuff?
We're a little, I think it might be a little too soon for that, but maybe towards the end of the week.
Okay. Or you saying reach out to?
See,
Go, I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna see if Miguel can. He said he could. He said he would help with whatever I need as far as, getting rid of debris, moving stuff out that I don't want there. He actually brought his trailer today.
Yeah.
So he said he would organize whatever we're keeping however we want it. So I think I'm just going to have them organize it inside the garage.
Okay.
Because I found someone who can help us with the garage sale. There are some things in there, like a huge TV that none of us want, maybe a couple of TVs in there that none of us wants. So it's stuff like that we don't want to just throw it away. We're going to sell it if we can sell it. So I think this guy can help us with the sale.
That's smart. So maybe what we should do is plan for photos like early next week. And what I can do is I can I'll ask somebody to reach out to you either today or tomorrow to coordinate that for next week, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna ask Grace to reach out to you.
Okay.
And it'll be either today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we could schedule them for next week. And then if for some reason it doesn't work, because she helps me with all my logistics, right? Because, so I just want to make sure that she'll coordinate that with you. And those will be the next steps.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the midst of all of this, we're also, as I said, planning my stepdad's memorial, and that's scheduled for this Saturday. So once this week is done, I think things will look a lot better, because that's kind of been hanging over my head since last October. So once that's done, the family's gonna come and we'll all get together on Saturday and memorialize my stepdad. I think, I can breathe a little bit and kind of just focus on the house. So I'll make sure that I keep that moving. I'll list. Do you want me to call Grace, or are you going to have her reach out to me?
I'll ask her to reach out to you. I just had like sort of how are you doing with all that? I mean, I know that's it's sort of not my business, but I do care,
Because I thought I was going to have my stepsister's help, and it's just, family dynamics and a lot of just craziness. I mean, the whole family is coming, all of his siblings, who are still alive, because there was 13 of them.
Yeah.
And he was the oldest. And so there's 9 siblings coming. But all of this was supposed to be coordinated by my stepsister in Philadelphia. And when she flaked out and, got mad at everyone and told us all basically not to contact her anymore, even the aunts and uncles, we just decided, we can't let that happen. We have to do something for him. And I felt my brother and I just stepped up and said, we'll do it, because we want to give them closure. I mean, we need closure. And we want to definitely give them closure, give them an opportunity to honor him. So that's why we're planning it now. But it's a crazy time right now. That's all I can say.
Can I share something with you? Because so I have a unique perspective, because this is my niche in the marketplace is helping people that are offering in a distressed situation. And so I mean, I have a lot of conversations with people in your situation specifically, and I've made some observations, and I don't know if this is helpful to you or not, but what I've observed is that we all deal with challenging and distressed situations differently, and you're perfect for the way that you're doing this. Your brothers are perfect for the way that they're doing this. Your stepsister, though I know that you may not, appreciate it, but she's doing it in her best perfect way that she can as well. And I don't know if that's helpful to you or not helpful. It's just I just everyone deals with things differently, and sometimes we don't like the way. Well, you may. Here's the thing, but if I may, you don't need to give her grace. You just need to leave her alone, or not leave her alone, but you need to focus on what you can focus on, rather than. Yeah, I'm not suggesting you give her grace, but if you can maybe eliminate anything that may not feel good to you, because it's not about her, it's about you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it be, and um and just focus on, just the blessing that your stepdad was to you and your brothers, and the memory of him, and just being able to honor that, and if other people don't align with that, then just, don't let that negative energy detract from the blessings, and from the memories. That's
I need you to stop worrying about it and let it be.
yeah, yeah,
Let God, because there's nothing you can. I mean, he said you've done all you can to uh be be accommodating and helpful and supportive, and I'm grieving too. I mean, I miss my stepdad. I miss my mom, and I'm still trying to help her. But like he said, I've done all I can do, and I should just focus on what I've got to do here.
and be proud of yourself, acknowledge yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to be doing it. It's going to be a good time. There's a couple of the siblings that I haven't even met in person yet, so I'm going to get to meet all of them, and
That's a blessing too.
so they've been very supportive and understanding, and they really appreciate us doing it. They know it's tough for us, and we've got a lot going on. So they are super appreciative. So, and I'm happy to be doing it. He deserved it. He deserves it.
Okay, well, God bless you, and you're welcome. Grace will reach out to you. Okay.
Okay. Thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye. All right. Okay. Some people joined us. Leslie joined us. Hello, Les. And I'm not sure if anybody else joined us there. What's your feedback from that call?
She needs Dr. Full.
Dr. Phil, huh? Oh, Janika's here. Hi, Janika. What observations from the conversation?
As usual, you were listening and giving advice and making sure things are set up the right way for her.
Yeah. So balancing like the intention of the call with being a human being, right? Like, what's the intention of the call is to figure out what the next steps in the process is. Okay. But then I also don't want to overstep the fact that she just lost, her stepdad, and she's having a lot of challenges with that. And basically, her stepdad was her dad, and then she's lost her mom within the last year as well. And so, just being empathetic to the scenario and the environment, and not letting that pass, right? Because yes, we're in sales. Yes, we make compensation based off of the efforts that we do, but the better that we can help people, whether it be like to help them with a problem of selling a property that's distressed, or just listening to somebody when it's appropriate, but then also making sure that they're both in there. Like I want to be a human being and I want to be able to help, be empathetic and be caring and maybe offer some unsolicited advice and hopefully it's received well. I think it was there, but then also, logistically make sure that you're moving the process forward, right? So it doesn't have to be either or, it can be both and. You guys good with that? All right. Now, because I do care for it, do you think that that's going to make the process of the entire transaction go better? And the connection and the trust. What do you guys think about that real quick before we move on to the next call? Not that I'm doing it for the trust, but do you think the outcome will be a greater trust? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the outcome will be better. Not that you can do anything about the hard stuff in the transaction, but just her knowing that she can trust you will make it better all around.
Yeah. So if there is hard stuff in the transaction, there's already, you're not fighting for that, to try to say, hey, listen to me, let me guide you through this, because there may or may not be hard stuff in the future with the transaction. Probably not, but maybe there is. And if there is, I've already earned the trust up front. But again, I'm not doing it for that reason, but that is the outcome of just caring for your people, leading them, teach to sell. That's the way we do this. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is Fanny. Fanny. I think Fanny is, I don't know why I said Fanny. I just think it's a fun name. If I was a girl, I would not want to. I would say, I won't say anything about the name. I'll leave the name. I'll leave the name alone. Richard, how are you, sir? I'm doing well. I appreciate you asking. Hey, I was curious. Do you have a minute?
So,
I know you updated me, but I don't know what the update was on Fanny. Is there any viability with that?
I think it's a really big move. The-
Okay.
And she says 580, but that 560 isn't sure we're dealing with. And then she goes on to tell me she wants to get money out of selling her home, and it's all because she wants to have two siblings to come over to live with her. She has two sons. Can't remember the ages, like 17 and 11 or something like that. And so they have a 4-bedroom right now. And she's, they said, and the bedrooms that you're looking for in a home. And the income she's been telling me has been declining because she's a healthcare provider, W-2, and she's she has some equity in the home where she could sell it and prevent the funds. It's just there's just so many moving parts that it's like and really spend like an hour on the phone with her and I connect with her because she's really about vision. She loves vision, getting to where she wants, but she's also not the type to move quickly either. So I don't know that this one's really going to. If anyone needs help, she needs help. But at the same time, she's got to do her part, and it's kind of like a center a good campaign. I've sent her email to we do an application so we can explore, her finances and what her purchasing power is to even see if it's got any validity in it.
Yeah.
The same intuition is this is probably going to be a no-go if at the same time I don't right. By the way, I'm just trying to give you my honest intuition on it. My He's got to do her part first to do an application.
Okay. I appreciate that, and thank you for your devotion to that. So what I hear you saying is there's a lot of moving parts, but ultimately we can't even start any of those moving parts if she doesn't fill out an application, and it's unlikely that she'll be able to do anything soon because of the credit. Do I understand that all correctly? Okay. All right. Well then, I will touch base with her, ask her to fill out an application, and then put it on a long-term plan. We'll go from there. Unless if she fills out the application, and if she does, they will will reevaluate it. All right. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, just she's
Yeah. Gosh darn. Sorry to hear that. I hope she feels better. All right, Richard. Good to talk to you, man. All right. Bye bye. All right. That was a lender. I just wanted to give some feedback before I gave her a call. I had suspected that would be the case. This was originally a seller slash buyer that came into us from a company called Clever, where we pay a referral fee on the back end of it. That's who this is. I'm giving her a call now to get her to fill out the app, hopefully.
Your forwarded automated voice message.
Okay, so I'll send her a text. Is there a good time for a quick phone conversation sometime soon? Okay, so I sent her a text, and I will just check in on that tomorrow to see if she replied to my text. Is my follow up in my CRM, and then we'll go on to the next. All right. Any questions, thoughts, comments about what we just did there? Nothing. We're good. Janika?
Yeah. If the lender already had that conversation with her, why didn't he come back to you and tell you right when he was
Oh, I
done?
think he did. I think he did. Yeah, I just right now I'm just I'm in like in a triage right now where I have too much for me to process, and so I thought it was easier just to call him and rather than try to search through my messages to figure that out. Yeah, I'm more than certain that he updated me. I just don't have the capacity to go find that update easily. So good question now. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's see. Next one is Frank. Okay, Frank needs to come. All right, I was texting Frank. He was here in town. Frank was a We Buy Houses lead. Oh no, wrong. Frank was a Clever lead. Let me just make sure this is the right guy I'm thinking of. Hold on one second. I'm going to check my I want to check my text. Yep. All right. So this guy. So let me show you. He sends me a text on. All right, so this guy basically came in from Clever's. Same as the last one. We've talked a few times. He is in. I think he's in North Carolina or something. There's a property in Maryland, and he says that on Friday he sends me a text. Says, "Hey, I just got here, but I can't stay long." And I told him that I was unavailable, and he says that the property looks dingy. So here's his last text to him yesterday to me. Hate to say, but does look a bit dingy. I'll need time to get it more acceptable before you see it. It's been over a year since I've been here. So let's give him a call. That's where we're at. So this is a holder prospect. Man, people mailboxes. Hey, Frank. Just checking if there's a good time to connect today. All right. So with Frank, send him a text and we will go ahead and follow up with him tomorrow. Sent text. He's been pretty responsive. Like I said, he came, I think it was North Carolina. He came here over the weekend. I missed him because I was traveling. I would have met him already, and I probably would have taken the listing, candidly, if I was available over this past weekend. But I was not. So there's that. All right, let's go ahead and update that. I'm going to give him a call tomorrow, and we go on to the next. All right, next one is Stafford. He's like a 90 some odd year old guy, really sweet guy. He's in a little bit of a cognitive decline since we met him. He came in from a We Buy Houses. Definitely a good prospect, but sometimes gets a little bit confused. And we were doing our best to be able to coordinate through his daughter, who you think about his daughter's probably 70 at least. And Arno, anything I should know before I dial for
No,
Stafford?
no, he told me he's gonna speak with Pam.
Uh-huh.
And then as soon as you call, he should have a date and time in mind when both of them can meet you.
Got it. When'd you last talk to him?
Um, I'm not sure. I'd have to check the notes.
Fine.
It was right before Christmas, I think.
Okay. It's Dan Rochon, the real estate agent. You were going to talk to Pam over these past holidays, and I promised to give you a call around now. So I'm giving you a call about the property here in Alexandria. Please give me a call back, 703-346-2776. I'll say that slower, 703-346-2776. Again, Dan Roshan, you can call or text me and coordinate a time that we can talk to you and Pam. Thank you, sir. Bye now. All right. So left him a voice message. I'll put that into my CRM here. And hold on one second, voicemail. And then I will give him a call back on maybe Thursday or something like that. Sounds about right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
I was going to give you the opinion of the voicemail. The part where you mentioned, I'm calling you back because you asked me to.
Mm.
That helps build more rapport. I thought maybe you might want to mention anybody that's new.
Thank you. Good catch. Yeah, good catch. So you asked me to, right? So it's all about like I'm not chasing, I'm providing value. I'm providing service. Um the the other thing is I realized the first time I spit out my number that I was talking to a 92-year-old man, and that's why I slowed down, really dramatically when I gave my phone number the second time. Right. And I like my brain, as soon as like, I was like, oh shit, he's not gonna catch that. Right. And so then I really slowed it down. All right, good feedback, good feedback, good feedback. Let's go to the next. Jahira. Jahira is a buyer. She I got a couple years ago in a class, a first time homebuyer class that I taught. And she's been in my pipeline for a while. I was supposed to give her a call last week. I did. She didn't answer. She texted me. I'll tell you the text here in a second after I hang up the phone. Jahira, hi, Dan. Rochon, the real estate agent calling. Sorry that I missed you. I know we were going to talk about a week ago or so, and I think, maybe things have changed a little bit for you. I just want to touch base, sort of understand exactly, where we are in the process. See how I can maybe either help you now or in the future, whatever makes best sense. Give me a call or send me a text if you could, please. 703-346-2776. Like I said, just wanted to touch base with you. Thank you. Bye now. Okay, so now let's go on to, we left her a voice message and I will give her a call tomorrow. I'll read you the last text. Hold on one second. So I'm going to actually give her a call tomorrow. I'm doing pretty good. I'm about maybe a third of the way caught up. Let's see here. Let me find her. Oh, I don't see a text. I thought she sent me a text. Maybe she sent that to me in the CRM. Hold on one second. Let me look at my SMSs here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought that she sent me a text saying things had changed a little bit. I'm not able to find that text. I may be wrong on that. Let's see here. Okay, here it is. It was an email. Hello, Dan. I have a change of plans after work. I won't be able to make it. Oh, okay. It was just she wasn't able to make it to that appointment. Okay, no worries at all. We left her voice message. We'll follow back up with her. All right, guys, 12:57. I'm out of time to make calls, and I still got a bunch more to make. Let's see here. What ahas, what observations, what feedback do you guys have? Who's got
I was
anything
going
for
to
us?
mention one thing about all your phone calls. You do while you stand up, so you project your voice better,
Yeah.
and you always give them feedback or a few key words every time you leave a message. Those last voicemails you left.
What words did you notice in the last message with Jahira that
Something about sorry I missed you, and I tried to reach back with you last week.
okay?
They kind of tied in together.
Oh, okay, good. And then I also said the real estate agent, right? So I'm not assuming that anybody
Oh,
knows who I am, right? So it's time. That's great, Brian. I love your feedback, Brian, because I don't recognize that I do some of this stuff. It's just sort of second nature for me. So when I'm teaching, I like do it, and then I sometimes forget to point out what I'm doing. But yeah, like even that voicemail, like I connected all the dots, so I make sure that she knows who I am. She knows, you know, why I'm calling, and it refreshes, who, all that. So hey, it's Dan, the real estate agent. We were supposed to connect last week. We did it. I'm following up with you, something like that, right? Sort of connect all those dots. It's 12:59. Dan versus Ashley. Bye now. Okay, yeah. When I hung up the phone as well, I said bye now, right? Because that's what I want her to do. Another little so again, this stuff is like so second nature to me. And what I'm teaching you, what you're observing is you're observing some subliminal, like that's right, Cindy. You're observing some hypnotic techniques. You're observing some subliminal techniques. You're observing some neuro-linguistic programming techniques. And as I
NLP,
teach you,
yes.
what's that, Brian?
The NLP, for those that can't say neuro linguistic programming. I watched the interview you had the other day
NLP
before
it is.
Christmas. NLP, it's easier to say.
It is, yeah, but not everyone knows what that is. But yeah, you're right. And so that's what I'm doing there. I'm using those techniques, and what I'm teaching you is I'm teaching you a new language. Now you have to use this new language with responsibility, right? Because I don't know if anybody here is single. I don't think anybody is, but you don't want to use these in a way that goes and creates, connection that's inauthentic. All right. Sometimes when I'm teaching this, people are like, oh, that seems manipulative, or that seems whatever, or it seems inauthentic. And that's not true. Like, I don't even recognize that that's who I am and what I'm speaking. I did learn these techniques throughout the years intentionally, the same way as if you were to learn Spanish. and now you speak Spanish if you don't speak Spanish, right? Say you speak English, you want to speak Spanish, and you learn Spanish as a new language, and now you speak Spanish. Would anybody ever say you're inauthentic or not true to yourself because now you speak Spanish? No, nobody would ever say that because that's what you do and who you are. All right, we are out of time. Leslie, help me out where we're at right now, and I'm not sure. So we at 1 o'clock, and I'm not sure if I have this right or not. We're supposed to do the Book Ambassador Club. I know that we have a couple new people that were going to be joining us. I'm not sure if we had contacted them, and then a few people who have been joining us throughout the time. I want to make sure that we make that hour valuable for everybody. Les, can you give me an update on who's supposed to be here and maybe?
So, Wilda and Stephen Turner, Ellie gave them a call earlier, a few minutes ago, and both went to VM.
Okay. All right. And then who here right now is a part of the Ambassador Club that's here for that? Is that everybody or?
George, Cindy, and Brian. Yep, everyone.
Okay. All right. So then let's do this because what I want to do is I want to make sure that we're all aligned. So instead of having the book club today, I'd like to call George, Brian, and Cindy and have a one-on-one conversation with each of you. And I'd like to be able to make sure that we're all aligned in making sure that this is the most valuable for you. And then we'll either do the training tomorrow or we'll do the training on next Tuesday. I'm not sure which. Looks like I'm scheduled with Cindy at 3. That's fine. Cindy, could you do sooner than 3? Could you do in the next? Okay. Do we have Cindy's number? Do we have your number? Yeah, okay. Les, message me all 3 numbers for George, for Brian, and for Cindy. And I'll give you guys a call here shortly. And then we'll go from there. Does that work for you guys? All right. I'm a little bit miscombobulated. Like I literally was traveling. I'm just jumping right into this. And I just have a lot of things coming at me. And I just want to make sure that I'm organized to be able to support you guys the best. And I don't want to give the training and then have maybe people that were supposed to be at the training not there. I'd rather get everybody in a one fell swoop. And even if we start day 1 next week, that's fine, and I'll reach out to you guys to coordinate all that and we go from there. You guys all good with that? All righty. I'll talk to you soon. God bless you. How many closings are on your calendar right now? Look, if you don't have a system, you are the system. And that's exactly why you're exhausted. If you are tired of feeling like you have to chase every deal, beg for referrals, or worse, wing it every single month, I've got something that's going to blow your mind. This is real-world lead generation, funnel automation, and persuasive communication built by an agent for agents. Because top agents aren't grinding harder, they're following a process. And the difference between struggle and freedom is the fix. It works. Whether you've been licensed 10 months or 10 years. It's free, it's straight to the point, and it'll show you exactly, step by step, how to build the business that you thought you were signing up for when you got licensed. Click the link, watch the training, then you decide if you want to fix this once and for all. If you want to have no broke months, this is where it starts. Join the fix, and let's build a business that pays you back.